is unveiling a candidate election system. This is part of the party's preparations for the upcoming local government elections. Let's take you there live.
Thank you. And ask yourself if they are there because of their ability or because they satisfy a factional interest in their political party. Consider the number of times decisions have been made in Parliament in the interest of political unity within a political party, as opposed to the interest of our country. Consider who they really account to, you, the people, or the parties that actually put them there. This is how the people of Johannesburg got Mayor Jeff Maku. That is how the people of Ethekwini got Zandile Gumede. That is how the people of Free State got Ace Mahashud. Perhaps many of political issues can now be seen within the context of this problem. Simply stated, our political system encourages party loyalty over accountability to the voter. Ladies and gentlemen, this must change. Action SA is the party that acts as one to turn words into action. Because with our political system, there has to be too much talk and not enough action. Therefore, Action SA will disrupt candidates' elections system in South African politics and return political power back in the hands of the people. Today, Action SA is announcing that we are going to open our candidates' election processes to the communities of Gauteng and turn it into a candidate election process. This is similar to the system of primary elections used in countries such as the United States of America. Importantly, to participate, you don't have to be a member of Action SA. You just have to be a registered voter with the IEC. Very important. As we speak, voters are already beginning to register on our online direct democracy portal, and candidates are completing their applications to stand in our candidates' elections. Voters will have until the 24th of May to register, and we will be initiating a marketing campaign unlike any other to take this measure to every corner of Johannesburg, Tshwane, and Ekurhuleni. On the third week of 31st of May, voters will begin. It will take place either electronically or in person, depending on what the voter prefers. We are busy finalizing the appointment of an accredited elections management company to audit the results so that they may be open and credibly declared. For the very same time in the South African politics, Action SA is going to be the first political party that partners with the communities to elect the very best candidates to contest the 2021 local government elections. By following this course of action, Action SA will achieve the following. One, we will get the very best candidates because communities will choose them for the right reasons, who were best to serve them. A significant part of Action SA's campaign will be conducted by candidates who will be engaging the residents of their wards ahead of candidates' elections, campaigning with their visions for service delivery in their respective wards. Communities will choose candidates who are committed to being accountable to their communities first and their political parties second. We believe deeply in this principle in Action SA, including a provision in our constitution that requires any public representative who may be conflicted between upholding the interest of their communities or the interest of Action SA, that they must act in the interest of their communities. Fourthly, the very same system will be used to performance manage our candidates once they are elected as councillors. If communities are dissatisfied with the Action SA councillor, they will be replaced and the very same system will elect a new candidate for them. There's no question that what we are starting here is a brave and bold undertaking. But bold moves necessarily to get South Africa back on the right track and make progress in building an inclusive and prosperous country, South Africa. Our introduction of direct democracy demonstrates the decisive leadership that Action SA represents as a new political party. We are not here to fit within the political establishment. We are here to disrupt it and be able to be the party that sets the standards for others to follow. Already, we note with amusement other political parties suddenly trying to mimic our approach. They will not succeed because they put themselves first and the people of our country second. There's no question that what we have begun here is going to be the start of something very big. I do not, however, believe that we'll reach its full potential in the upcoming elections in 2021. In all probability, it will rarely gain in its full traction in the 2024 campaign to unseat the ANC. But make no mistake, Action SA will be the party that puts real power in the hands of the communities for the first time since 1994. This is something we are immensely proud of, that we can aggressively act as one to put words into action and for communities to play an active role in keeping the leaders they choose honest and accountable to them. Thank you very much, Lerato, and the rest of the panels.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Mashaba, for those remarks. South Africa, I think that Mr. Mashaba captured it very well in terms of the spirit of what we are launching here this morning. As I said before, we are extremely excited to put, the power of voting, the power of selecting all of our leaders back into the hands of the voter. I think that that's really critical, and that our country is finally ready for a revolution like that. With that, I will, call back to the podium Michael Beaumont, who's our national chairperson, to address us.
Thank you very much, Lerato, and let me echo the greetings of our leader, Herman Mashaba, to members of the media present with us today, and to South Africans who are following these proceedings. You have heard from Herman Mashaba about the vision and the principle behind the approach that we are taking to change candidate selection to candidate election in the interests of our communities. However, it falls to me now to explain some of the practical steps that we are putting in place to ensure that this vision can be achieved. So as Herman has mentioned, voter registration and candidate application have already opened. So people can go to the portal that you see listed behind us in the image, and they can begin that process right away. The process for candidates to finish applying will conclude on the 30th of April, and voter registration will conclude on the 24th of May.
I'm sure you can tell already it's one of those really busy days where we can't fully stay with one story, but we're coming out of that Action SA process of what they say is not a candidate selection, but candidate election. The leader of Action SA, Herman Mashaba, saying that they've started something here that's really a big revolution in South Africa, but also saying that it might not bear fruit by this upcoming